Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Bravely Second and Layer for the PC. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your Swordmaster gaming channel, and today we go back and get all the jobs that we missed before having the courage to do things differently a second time, or third time in this case. So with that said, let's not prolong this, let's dive into it as soon as possible. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today as we begin with our first choice between DeRosa and the Jackal. Last time we sided with the Jackal? No, we sided against the Jackal. We went against the Jackal, right. We had the Thief subclass. So this time we need to go against DeRosa.
What's this? You dare to stand in the way of progress?
Defeat DeRosa. Yes. Say your prayers, Red Mage DeRosa.
For heaven's sake, girl. You're as stubborn as your father. But if it's a battle you wish, let's show them a good time.
Now, I noticed that the side quest is
and here I was
the same,
doing
basically.
Honest work for a change. Oh well, it's been a while since I could let my hair down. Please don't mistake the Red Professor for some fusty old academic. The former captain of the Blood Rose Legion is as virile as ever. Red Mage Fiore DeRosa will take you down for science.
For science! Yeah, the side stories seem to be all the same, so I figure what I'm going to do is just show the scenes that we haven't seen before, which is, of course, the alternate decision. I had them all on Freelancer right now, because I figure when I go from boss battle to boss battle, it's the best way to maybe level everyone up. And I don't know if this will work, but maybe it should. Well, she's dead. Yeah, that worked pretty well.
It's so hard to imagine a better future.
And this one over here is like, ah! Oh, I actually gained a level. Wow. And this will unlock the Red Mage class. Cast Black and White Magic spells up to level 4. I do love the look of the Red Mage. It looks fantastic. But I'm gonna stick with Freelancer until the game gets too hard. Shouldn't.
Look, the water's practically gushing out of the ground.
It'll be a while.
Truly, this oasis is our spring of life.
Where did the Jackal run off to anyway?
The old man, the boss, the commander, is out on a job. A nasty bandit gang showed up in the desert, so he's teaching them a lesson or two. Right. Thanks. The boss said if that shrew and her clowns drop by,
True?
give him a glass of cold water and tell him thanks.
I don't know if I should be happy or
Oh,
insulted.
did he?
Yeah, I was laughing.
Oh, well, whatever.
What? She's got. I want a glass of water now.
Now that's refreshing. Come on, everyone. Bottoms up.
Oh, it's you.
That's one big bowl of soup. Let me guess. They shut down your somnial energy research?
Mr. DeRosa went in search of the Wellspring gem, but he never came back. For every 5 years our research is delayed, the world suffers a decade of sorrows. Wealth disparity between nations ever growing, the people facing war and starvation, and I can't do anything. I'm helpless.
Listen, there's something I need to tell you. It was us who chased off DeRosa.
You?
You were working for the future of mankind. You wanted to bring lasting peace to the world. It moved me a great deal, you know, when you spoke of your hopes and ideals. But the people in the desert needed that water. I couldn't turn my back on them. I chose to help people in the here and now, rather than gamble on a future that's still just a dream. I couldn't let him have the Wellspring Gem. I'm sorry. I just couldn't.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna find a way to harness that energy. I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out somehow. Then I can help everyone, the desert people included.
Aww.
I will succeed. I will.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the Red Mage here. I really love the outfits of the Red Mage. It looks so good. Okay, so we have Revenge, which allows this game BP upon taking damage 25% of the time. I hate these low percentages. Poison Freeze do not trigger. Horse 1, 2, 3, 4 is level 1, 2, 3, 4 white and black magic. Turntables raise BP by 1 when invading an enemy attack. This was essential when fighting the dragons in the previous game. Raise BP by 1 when obtaining a status ailment. Have a 25% chance upon taking damage. That's the class skill. Revival, 75% chance to raise your BP by 2 when your HP falls below 20. That's kind of risky though. MP free in a pinch, reduce MP cost with spells to 0 when your HP is below 20. Again, that's a little bit too circumstantial. In the red, raise damage dealt by magic spells when you have negative BP. So you basically like go from 1 to -3, or how do you get to -4? It's an interesting ability here. And this is something I do all the time. I'll start at like 1, I'll go to negative. So I mean, this could be really good. It's only 1 cost, but all right, well, I will see you guys at the Swordmaster. He's our next job that we need to get. So next choice is with our buddy Go here, where we have to either choose to take him back or
Honestly,
not.
I don't know. Of course, I want to stay here and continue my research.
And I kind of forgot which one is which. I think we say Go can stay here.
You should stay right here, Go. You have too much potential to be just another cog in that machine.
Miss Idia.
Are you sure about this, Idia? What about your master?
To heck with him. Forcing yourself to slave away at a job you hate doesn't help anybody.
To heck with him.
I'll let your supervisor know. And master too.
That's
Do
great.
your darndest here from Ophelia and summon this Amaterasu. Got it?
I can summon Amaterasu.
Idia, is something the matter? No, it's just...
You ignorant fool!
Master!
Master Nobutsuna Kamizumi, holder of the Swordmaster asterisk.
Yeah, we never even saw this.
Leader of the Black Blades of Eternia, and the greatest swordsman in the duchy. He instructed Idia in the way of the sword. His disciples are found across the realm, drawn to him by his surpassing skill with the blade, and the quiet honor within his heart. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
I heard the exchange, or enough of it at least.
Then you heard my reasoning. Surely you understand, Master?
I am disappointed in you, Idia. Your advice is naive and shameful.
Master?
Being but a cog in a machine does not mean one's efforts are devoid of value. You counsel a guileless youth, still ignorant of the world, to throw up his hands at the first hint of hardship. Recklessly, you urge him to question his role, before he can learn for himself which role suits him best. What lesson have you taught the boy that will help him overcome the next challenge that he faces? Make no mistake, By encouraging him to give in to his weakness, you will bear the responsibility for making Go less of a man.
Yeesh.
As master to my pupils, I too bear responsibility. And I will not shirk my duty.
Just smacking her down with those
If you
words.
persist in your shameful counsel, you leave me no choice but to draw my sword.
Defeat Kamizumi to obtain the Swordmaster asterisk. Yeah, the problem with the counterattacks can be annoying because I've been spamming auto. Let's see how this goes. Fight Kamizumi to let Go quit.
It would seem you still have much to learn. The lesson begins, Idia. Draw your blade. I shall dispense with the formalities. Swordmaster Kamiizumi stands before you.
You know, maybe because I'm kind of afraid of the counterattack, I do this a little differently. Nah, let's try it out, see how it goes. This is a bad idea. What the heck? Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's not really hurting me. It just may take longer to win the fight, that's all. Oh, that counterattack is sick. It's just like non-stop. Okay, round 2. There we go. I came so close to finishing in the first round. And of course, the Swordmaster asterisk. See how it looks. Ooh, look at the ladies. Oh, they look amazing. I'm not a huge fan of the green, although I do love the color green, but for some reason that outfit, I like the blue better.
I have failed my pupils and my blade.
Master!
Please forgive me. I never meant to start a fight between you and your master.
Don't worry. It's not the first time. He'll come around.
Thank you, Idia.
It's not like I did it for you, you know. Just take this research seriously. Summon this Amaterasu, and use it to make the world a better place.
Oh, we will.
Still no good.
Just a bit more. You were so close. Oh.
Oh, Miss Idia.
Working hard as always, I see.
Yes, but not much to show for it.
You look like you're getting closer, though.
Yes, I've finally been able to apply all that I studied at Alcampis. I'm practically worried it's too good to be true.
That's a good worry to have, if you ask me. I'm glad I didn't make a big mistake letting you stay against Master's wishes.
I must thank you again, Idia. Amaterasu will be ours any day now. Finally, I can fulfill my promise to my own master.
Your master? You mean Sage Ilyana? Now that you mention it, we haven't seen him once since all that went down. How is the old lech?
Yeah, we haven't, have we?
Yes, well, I imagine he's as lecherous as ever.
You haven't seen him either?
About a year ago, he fought a tremendous battle with the ball that fell to Luxembourg. He intimated to me the existence of Amaterasu and one other summoning spell, and then went off somewhere as is his wont.
Where to?
I would assume
The sky?
No, think higher.
The
You don't
moon?
mean heaven?
What do you think?
Miss Mephilia, what if we were to try introducing harmonics to the time-space chant?
Not a bad idea. Let's give it a try. See you around, Idia.
Yeah, see you around.
And you. And you.
Creepy? Danger, Wolf Robinson, danger. Magnolia may slug you for that. Okay, that's gonna be a tough choice. I think the choice number one, choosing the Thief Jackal, is the good choice. I'm not sure about this one though. I think both of these have merits. Yeah, I really believe both of these have merits. I'm not sure. I do want your opinions on what you think of the choices. Because like I said, there's a lot of choices that I'm not sure on. Like, I'm not sure on this choice, so I would love to get your opinion on that. Okay, let's look at the Swordmaster here. We have counter. 60% chance to counterattack when taking a single physical. Nothing ventured. Triggers at the start of the turn. If hit by a physical attack during the turn the ability is used, halves the damage you sustain and counterattacks with double. Greatly increases your chance of being targeted. Katana lore at level 2. This is amazing. This is, I love it when I get weapon skills that aren't too hard to get. This is really easy to get. Squeaky Wheel, reduce the target's BP by 1 for certain foes, including bosses. Success rate falls to 30%. Multitask, 33% to follow up with an additional attack, making it conventional. I hate these low percentage things. Before Swine, triggers at start of turn if hit by a magic attack. Halves and then counterattacks with 3 times. Nice. Counter just makes your counters better. The warm turns. If hit by an enemy attack when HP is below 20% of maximum. 7.5. Again, what is with the 20 in this game? It's like everything is 20%. Redouble effort. The higher your BP, the more power of your physical attack rises. 1.46. Oh, dang. Like, imagine having 3 BP and then using this on an attack that is like quad damage. That's insane. Free lunch. Spells you cast will consume no MP for 2 turns. Wow, that's fairly decent. It's kind of weird that spells though when it's a Swordmaster. Huh. Okay, moving on. In the Mythril Mines, we have Holly White, the White Mage, and Pufferteer, the Merchant.
What should I do? What will be best for my dear girl?
It's a tough choice. Even if it's for the good of the nation, you shouldn't have to give up the home you love, right? But if they do give it up, their war-torn homeland will have the chance to get back on its feet. What would I do in their shoes?
This is gonna be, like I said, I would love some feedback from you all because deciding these is almost gonna be impossible. Like, really. You need to sell your land to Pufferteer. That will allow me to fight Holly because I need to get the White Mage class.
I think you should sell your land to Pufferteer, for your country's sake. I see what Holly's saying, but I just don't think she's right about this one. Take the money that Pufferteer is offering, and move to a nice house in Heartschild or somewhere. It's the best thing for you and your granddaughter. Don't you think?
Of course. Surely, you must be right.
Did you just say what I think you said, you bubble-headed naive? Whoa! I just can't let my guard down with you around, can I? I thought you understood, Idia, but you still don't get it, do you? Profiteur's plans for this country's recovery will only make the rich richer and the poor poorer. These two, the workers in this mine, they'll never be able to crawl their way out of poverty. Are you really that blind? Ah, of course.
Nurse, tell me, how much is that little rat paying you? He's playing you for fools. How clueless can you be?
Oh yeah? About what?
You've heard the rumors floating about the seas these days, right? They say some little rat has been paying visits to the foulest sorts, and he hasn't been going empty-handed either. Pirates, ex-sailors turned mercenary, the scurviest sorts imaginable. And what do you think they're planning? An honest, on-the-up-and-up trading post? Don't make me laugh!
But that would mean... Right, the post will need dock hands, miners. Those rough-and-tumble types would make for a formidable workforce.
Having people like that around would make the seas safe from pirates and boost trade even further.
By developing that inlet as a trade center, this nation might truly flourish again. This girl could look forward to a bright future.
What are you even thinking? And you defile this beautiful spectacle of nature?
Spectacle of nature? Well, that's the first time I've heard anyone describe those lava-caked rocks as a...
Don't interrupt me, old man. Just don't sell your home. Got it? Look, it's for your own sake and your granddaughter's. Don't any of you see that? Why won't you just listen to what I have to say for once, Idia? Oh, I get it. You need more convincing. Then I guess you won't object if I backhand some sense into you!
Defeat Holly. Yep. Let's do it. They're selling the land, and that's final.
Ugh, why am I wasting my breath? You never got it, and you never will. Then we'll just have to move straight on to discipline. Get out here, girls! These buffoons need a dose of reality. Let's take good care of them.
Let's see who gets smacked, shall we?
Why am I always surrounded by stubborn oxen? Well, I'll show you how I deal with oxen. You're looking at the former saving grace of the Eternian Sky Knights. White Mage Holly White. Assume the position.
No. By the way, I keep saying that it's gonna be really hard to make the choice here between different options. And can I just say how great of a storytelling that is? Where that's a true statement.
Live in a way that suits them. Live above what suits you or below. You'll only end up miserable. I suppose you types born into wealth and privilege will never get it.
Magnolia's fists have been, like, really good. Can't seem to find a good thing for you, though. Like, nothing seems to really work overly well.
Eris, my boys, Grandpa, why have you all gone and left me?
Oh, God. That hurts. I like Holly White. The White Mage Asterisk. Let's see what it looks like. Looks like a little monk's clothes, except for the ladies.
Ah! I will not forget this.
There, child. I'm sorry for putting you through such an ordeal. There's no need to worry any longer. I'm going to sell that old house and take you someplace where we can live a fine life.
You're going to sell our house?
If we just give up that house, we'll be able to live an easy life together for the rest of our days.
But that's our home! The home we shared with Mom and Dad!
I know, child. But there's no sense in staying there if it's just gonna lead to more pain and strife.
No! I don't want to leave again! If you want to go, go on your own!
No, wait, child! Well, I fear you've seen the worst of us now. My.
What is all this? First that sentimental sadist and then the little girl both go running past me? Oh, so you've been convinced to sell the house? Fantastic! I shall owe you for this, Miss Idia. And a profiteur always pays his debts.
Thanks, but I didn't do it for you. I did it for the people of this nation.
Now, once we get back to the city, we will have you sign over the deed to that house, and...
I know. But you'd better be sure you can pull this plan off for my granddaughter and all of the children.
You can count on me. You have picked the winning horse in this race, don't you worry.
Ah, that reminds me. We had a letter come for you.
Eh? For me? From whom? The former King Kammer the Eighth? What is this? I defaulted on a loan which I had secured using your name. A very large one. So sorry. Yours, Kammer.
What?
What? That incompetent, pompous! How could he be so reckless? And now, of all times when I need the funds! I am afraid that I have urgent business to attend to. I will have to leave this country for a short while, but fear not, I will return.
You stole
Now,
our
if
money.
you will pardon me, there is a certain metal-clad cat I must be seeing.
I sure hope I made the right call.
Nope, totally didn't.
Now work can begin on the new trade port, and this nation can get back on the road to recovery. Kids like that little girl can look forward to a bright future here when they grow up.
Yeah, let's hope.
So I'm thinking that signing with the white mage here is probably preferred. Oh, we got a party chat. That didn't happen before. The CEO Corsairs. Hey you, very invited to the CEO Corsairs. This is one that the Hurry woman was talking about. Oh right, that's what people call the sea that extends to the east of Eisen. And by Corsairs, they mean pirates, yes? How very exciting. That's right, there are a lot of names for it. Pillager's Deep, Buccaneer's Bay. There's even legends of a long-lost nation founded by pirates. A nation of pirates? How positively romantic. It was during Luxembourg's Middle Ages. Advances in shipcraft gave rise to mighty vessels, and people flocked to the seas. It became easier than ever to move people, goods, and information between nations. Secondhand rumors and vague information became a thing of the past. Overnight, the world grew smaller and smarter, and the world entered a great age of discovery. Of course, not everybody was happy about that. Old powers and new clashed, and many wars were fought. The Orthodoxy was losing power, the new knowledge defeating old superstitions. They blamed the seafarers, calling them pirates. And the seafarers didn't like being hemmed in by misty old deals either, so they began to raid coastal estates. Even the Coast Guard was sent on campaigns to suppress these pirates, but they were utterly outclassed on the sea. In the end, the pirates decided to found their own nation, right about halfway between Eisenberg and Ainsham, in fact. A la vache, now that I would love to see. Let's go to the land of pirates. Ha ha ha, I'm afraid that's all you can find today is a vast open sea. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this job class. White Mage, where you at? Here we are. So, Angelic Ward, 50% chance to have the damage received regardless of whether it is a single target or multi-target. Effect will not be triggered by, wow, that's really good if it works. Again, I hate percentage skills, always do. Angelic Word, so we get this almost immediately. Silence immunity, decent. Group Cast Master, cast single target spells on all targets without suffering any penalty to potency. That's great, but it costs 2. And the reason I say it's great is because that's like using Blast on a Vivify, except you don't need to use the extra BP on it. However, it still costs 2, and Witchcraft is a little bit more versatile. Circle of Life. Upon summon KO, bring back all allies from KO and restore all the HP. Multiple characters has support ability effect will occur once per battle for each character. I'm glad they said that because otherwise this would be immortality. And will occur even if characters suffer KO at the same time. So if you have this on everyone, if you get wiped, you get brought back 4 times in a fight. That's really powerful, but I don't know if it's worth 2 BP. Yeah, I mean, not bad, but eh. One of my favorite side quests, between our ranger friend, the black mage, and of course the adorable Bahamut. He's a really cute dragon.
This is no easy choice. What should I do?
This time we are gonna give the food to Ominous because, yeah, we need the ranger class.
What have you decided, Idia?
I agree with Ominous. Idia, serious?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, Artemia. I understand how you feel, I really do, but...
Idia, all life equal. Human, Dagon, all same.
I agree, but...
Same.
You're right. All life is equal. It makes no difference whether we are humans or Dagon or anything else. But that's exactly why I can't allow that ball to destroy our world and everyone in it without discrimination. My father raised me to carry on his ideals in his stead. And that's why I have to take a chance on Ominous and Bahamut. So I've decided. Bahamut will master Femtoflare and free our world from the scourge of the ball.
Idia save world? Idia, friends, everyone starve. That how Idia save world?
Defeat Artemia and you'll obtain the Ranger Asterisks. Sorry Artemia. I'm with Ominous.
Idia wrong. Wrong must be right. Artemia make right.
I really don't want to fight her.
Ranger Artemia battle. Make Idia right.
Why does she have skeletons though? It's kind of weird, isn't it? That she would have skeleton brigade. Oh, it did hit him really hard. Let's see how this goes. Survived round 1, even did good damage. And then defaulted on round 2. Oh, that's a shame right there. Those katanas look so cool. And look at those things. Well, survived round 2 mostly because of defaulting. And defaulting again. Jeez. Yeah, the reason Tiz is doing damage is because he's got that ignore default ability. Which is very, very handy right now. There we go.
All life equal. All and
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Artemia. I feel bad about that one, I really do. Really do. The Ranger Asterisks. Oh, look at the wolf heads. That looks really cool.
And here it is, all divvied up. Enough for 30 meals. We'll stay out of your way, so you can work on mastering the spell without any distractions. Just promise me that Bahamut will master Femtoflare.
I will! I swear it!
Come to at last, Artemia? I'm sorry, but we're going to have to leave you in those ropes for now.
Man, this story stinks when you go against
life
Artemia.
equal, Idia. All life.
I know it is, but I've made my decision. Come on, everyone. Let's leave Ominous to it. could it be?
That's cool.
Femto flare.
That was cool.
Welcome back.
Tis. Where is everyone?
Yu's right here. And Magnolia's safe too.
And Dominus and Bahamut?
They're fine. They woke up 3 days ago and have spent every waking hour in the baths.
And Artemia? The kids?
They're all fine. Ominous held on to one last fire and cast it to burn away some of the debris.
Oh, wow.
It's not like everyone was completely unscathed, but really no more than a few scratches here and there.
Apparently Ominous managed to pull off Femto Flare a full 4 days earlier than we'd expected.
I'm sure we have you to thank for that as well. Always coaching Bahamut.
And Artemia?
People seem to think she hasn't gone far, but who can say? You have regrets?
Of course.
No. I know I did what I could. I chose what I thought was for the best. I know things aren't perfect, but right now I just want to celebrate the fact that everyone made it out.
Yeah, I can understand that.
What is the meaning of this? Right in the front hall. My, would you look at that? Wild boar and deer and, oh, so much! Miss Idia, look at all the game meat someone sent you. I hope it will help you recover your strength. Oh, there's a letter here as well. Let me see. Everyone alive. Respect. Idia eat meat. Grow strong. Then battle again. Roar. Get dust eat up. Someone is looking forward to a rematch.
Oh, honestly, does she like to fight that much? I'm starving.
That's a really tough option though, because if we know that everyone survives okay, then how do we choose between Idia and Ominous? Because if he can actually learn Femto Flare, doesn't that have a huge benefit later on? I don't know. That one's tough, because I do agree with everything Altemia said. All life is equal. Man, that's hard. All right, so we got Ranger, which looks amazing, by the way. Precision. When all conventional attacks hit, damage will increase proportional hit count. Okay. Enter Berserk mode. When in Berserk mode, your physical attack will be increased by 50%. You will repeatedly perform conventional attacks. Targeting. Deal a physical attack that always strikes for critical damage. Nice. But this uses BP. Then we had the Bug Slayer, Plant, Beast, Aquatic Dragon, Precision, Bolor, which is level 9, kind of a pain, and Multiburst. Unleash 4 physical attacks that randomly target enemies, dealing 0.6 times the damage of a conventional attack. Again, a really useful ability, but it uses BP. I find abilities that use BP are usually not as viable as abilities that don't. Just because BP's a precious commodity, not like mana. Mana is easy to refill. Throw in ether. BP, not so easy. You know what I mean? We got the police investigation with Sholmes. I absolutely love that name. That's a great name for an investigator.
To be frank, I'm still not sure what to do. Am I best suited to the life of an inspector, tirelessly pursuing criminals through steady, thorough investigation? Or am I destined to become a genius detective, using logic and inspiration to track down the most evasive criminal masterminds?
You gotta pick one, huh?
A police investigator's life for you. Private investigator, right? I think that's the one you choose. Because you're going against the knight.
Sholmes, I think you should follow in Kikyo's footsteps and become a private detective. There's something to be said for structure and teamwork, but once you start to rely on that structure, that's when you'll get lazy. Work on your own like Kikyo, and you'll have to fend for yourself. You'll be tested to hone your wits and instincts. Do that, and you'll have a bright, crime-solving future ahead of you. I'm sure of it.
Why, yes, when you put it that way.
It's elementary.
Elementary, indeed.
I'll dedicate myself to becoming a great private investigator, just like Aunt Kiki.
What is this nonsense? A fine pair you make.
Uncle!
You may come from a great family, but don't let that go to your head, you mewling little upstart. Perhaps you've been caught up in this fool's starry-eyed dreams, but to seriously recommend that my dunce of a nephew become a PI? Just a load I'd expect from a know-nothing glutton like you, idiot.
Uncle, don't you think you're being a bit harsh?
Shut your mouth, maggot! Persist in this idiocy and you will face me in battle. Are you prepared for that?
V Uncle and Team the Night Asterisks. Yep, absolutely. You bet I'm ready for a fight.
Fine then. But do not harbor any delusions that you will walk away from this unscathed, idiot.
I think this is a fight where...
You stand before the Knight Argent Heinkel, former commander of the Eternian Sky Knights, alias the Iron Wall of Unahana, alias the YHPD's hard-boiled Inspector Heinkel. Justice will be served!
So I think this is a fight where I can't just brute force it. I'm actually gonna have to do something with this one. And the best way to do that is to use her summoning ability. Because that will probably expedite it the best. Let's do it all on him. Because I'm not a thief class, so I may miss. And then Tiz, you have piracy. You can go for the big double damage. Like no damage at all. Yeah, like I said, I can't just brute force this one. Wow, even this summon didn't really work as planned. That is frightening. I may actually lose this fight. I may lose this fight. You know what I forget about doing? I forget to use the magnifying glass on people. I'm sure it's okay, but I forget. Let's use the blast here. You know what? Let's not. Let's use Skirt to Blue Rain. If I can program this correctly. And I need one of you guys to take out the other guy. And you can use all the debuffs. Ah, he's protecting his boy. That's what's going on. $8,000 HP. It's gonna be rough when I don't have anyone who is able to just like cut right through this.
Let's give him all we
Let's try a gigantic swing here and see if this can do anything to the HP total here. Nope, 0. Absolutely nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Yeah, this is an interesting fight when you didn't come prepared. Because I did not come prepared for this at all. He's weak to lightning though. I can probably take advantage of that. There we go. I don't have enough MP. I should be able to get Idia to go first. Or not. Or not, even though she has speed up. She doesn't go first. That's nice. Although I didn't waste any BP from that, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I'm hurting, but it's fine. I should be able to win here.
Have I stumbled on the path to justice?
That was the hardest fight I've done yet. Mostly because I don't have anyone set up to do what I need to do. Although I did have Exorcism on Magnolia, and I didn't think about using that. Probably should have used that to reset MP instead of using Ethers. I was just kind of in just bash mode right now. So I'm not making the best choices. Oh, look at the girls with the colorized armor. The blue and the purple looks absolutely incredible. So much better than the weird helmet that Tiz is wearing. I think that's Tiz. Look at you with the headband. That looks cool.
I can't believe I lost. You're stronger than you look.
Hey, you're pretty tough too.
Who are you?
The game is up, Whitson. There's no place for you to run.
Wait, so he's not Whitson in this scenario?
I always hated it when I followed my Aunt Kikyo's lead, using my instinct to deduce the truth. That's because you were always afraid that I just might notice something suspicious about you. Like the fact that you observed a certain feature of this fort when we worked here 2 years ago, as well as...
Looks like the ruse is up then.
Whoa! When your biggest dream was to be some glorified flatfoot, I thought I could let it slide. But I knew I'd be in trouble once you started to truly hone your keen intuition.
What have you done with Heinkel?
I don't have to answer to you. If you care so much, find him yourself.
Get back here! A secret passage. So this is how the perpetrator...
Oh, the stupid auto
So they
thing.
found the real Heinkel tied
Forgot
up in
about
one of
that.
the fort's hidden corridors?
Yeah, I'm just relieved that he wasn't hurt. Sholmes says he was lured out by a false promise of information, then ambushed and taken captive.
But in the end, we still don't know the truth of what happened?
Well, thanks to Inspector Heinkel's investigation, several facts have come to light.
Lord Gulliver's murder was the sole work of Madame Goldigga, who was after his fortune from the beginning. She heard about the hidden corridor from Whitson. Apparently those two have a history together.
She just happened to hear about it?
Whitson mentioned the corridors when Lady Goldigga told him that her husband planned to purchase Starkford. Perhaps he also mentioned how ideally suited it was for staging the perfect murder.
A murder she then decided to carry out.
Whatever he knew or didn't know, Whitson hurried to the crime scene under the pretense of investigating with Sholmes. Then Madame Goldigga misread his intentions, thinking he was there to help her. She tried over and over to get him on her side. In the end, she even tried threatening him, though we'll never be sure with what.
But what about the note we found? I shall follow where you go.
There were quite a few theories flying around about that note, weren't there? The Madam might have written it, or...
The truth seems to be that Lord Gulliver wrote that note himself.
He did?
I guess coming to Starkford and getting caught up in its history sparked a creative urge in him. That note was from a novel he was working on. They found the continuation of it with the rest of his belongings.
Oh, so it was just a red herring.
Forgive me. It's my fault for jumping to conclusions like I did.
Apologizing for a bad hunch? Who are you, and what did you do with the real Sholmes?
I'll take that as a compliment. I've opened my own detective agency right here in Unohana, following in my Aunt Kikyo's footsteps. I've solved a number of cases already. The police have even come to enlist my services as a consulting detective.
Excellent.
Moving up in the world, aren't we?
But wait, I smell a new case brewing.
What? Where?
I just saw Unohana's finest hurrying off in quite the rush. Given their numbers, it must be something big. one of Aunt Kikyo's blades. Go it alone this time, is it? It seems she wants me to handle this case on my own. I'd best get started then.
Huh. He's turned out to be the real deal.
Yeah, I kind of like this storyline.
Oh, Kikyo.
He always had a good sense for catching the relevant details of a case, but he's also surprisingly good at looking beyond his own preconceived notions. He even comes out with some shocking deductions at times. I don't know if it's true that blood will out, but he just might very well live up to the legacy of our family. I would not be surprised if he ends up even surpassing his grandfather one day, even if he lacks somewhat in the areas of common sense and social graces. Always calling me Dear Aunt Kikyo. I feel obligated to come to every crime scene with a batch of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Sounds to me like you're pretty proud of him.
It seems you chose well, Idia. Everything's working out wonderfully.
Yep. Not bad if I do say so myself. And I'm relieved that I gave Sholmes good advice for his future, too.
Excuse me, can I get a soybean mochi and another cup of strong tea?
Make that 2.
One for me, too. Let's make it 5 sets.
Coming right up!
But there's only 4 of... Oh.
Stopped in time, huh? So was the Idia's decision laid the foundation for the rivalry between the Phantom Thief Whitson and Detective Sholmes. Though none realized at the time how far-reaching that would be the epic battle of minds born that day. A wealthy investor is murdered in a sealed room in Starkford, and so begins the legend of the great Detective Sholmes. With some amazing music too, you know? It's a really cool side quest. I enjoyed that. Okay, so let's look over Knight. Protect ally. An ally with less than 20% HP is targeted with a single attack that will take the attack into place. Again, this game loves 20%. Stop. Deal a powerful physical attack. However, your P defense, physical defense, and magic defense will decrease by 25% for 2 turns. I do like this ability. I use this a lot. I mean, it's just a no-nonsense attack that's stronger than a physical attack. Like, instead of braving and physical attacking, you brave and you stomp, and you're just gonna do more damage. And if you clear the enemies within 1 round, who cares? Two-handed, which is level 2, which is nice, only costs 1, unlike the dual wield. Double weapons physical attack by holding weapons with both hands. Ironclad, so at the beginning of a turn and raise your physical defense to the maximum for the entire turn. It's cool. Protect ally, it's that. Shield lore, which we got level 5. We get dual shields at level 8. Put a shield on both hands. As if you want to make a super tank, or if you want to make a cleric that can't die, because that's a good combination for that. Shield strike, deal the same damage as a conventional attack, and for 2 turns raise your physical defense by 25%. Oh! Okay, so you can use shield strike with shields. But it says it's same damage for 2 turns. So how does this work if you're dual wielding shields? Full cover triggers the beginning turn. During the entire turn this is used. When the specified ally takes a single target, you will take it instead, but suffer half. Chivalrous Spirit, each time protect the ally. Full cover White Knight Iron Wall is used, so raise the physical defense. Supercharge, strike with a physical attack that converts double your physical defense into attack power. But it uses BP. Of course it uses BP. That's a shame, because if it didn't use BP, that would have been a really, really cool ability. Co-education, do you believe in it? Or do you not? That is the question.
Shall we separate boys and girls in the new school or not? Let's have it out of you. No dawdling.
So, I think last time I voted for co-education. That sounds like something I would do. Now let me widen the screen.
Florum's new school should keep students separated by gender.
And your reasons?
It's true that Florum has established an equal rights law. Men and women can both make their homes here. And the Sacred Flower Festival isn't just some beauty contest for girls anymore. Now both genders can compete with their inner beauty.
Yes, yes, yes! And doesn't all this support the idea of boys and girls learning together?
It's not that simple. Change takes time. You can't just throw away years of tradition like yesterday's leftovers. Look, Florum used to be a haven for women and women alone. Then the duchy showed up and the nation was thrown into chaos. Finally, that ugly period of history is over, and peaceful days have returned. Florum can't afford to...
Heaven, you say? A future where boys and girls study together, laughing and crying and falling in and out of love. That would be true heaven.
That was quick. I'm still talking here, okay?
What was that? Huh? You looking for a fight? Or maybe a fight's looking for you?
Mr. Lear, did you hear what she just said? Superintendent Lee is proposing that the new school should be segregated by gender.
She did now? Well, that's a bad thing, right?
Of course it's a bad thing. If boys and girls aren't allowed to study together, then all the awesome manly words like burning and passion and pecs will be cut from the school's name.
Oh my god.
What? You'd go that far? Oh, that's low, even for a girl.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Lower than low. That's why we have to stop her, even if it comes to fisticuffs.
Sounds about right to me.
Defeat Boris to obtain the Muck Asterisk. Okay, that is the correct one. Sorry, Boris, but my vote is for tradition. Tradition! 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 That's a great movie.
All right, then. But I'm putting my money on these muscles right here. Yeah! I'm the holder of the Monk Asterisk. You got that? Bear's Lair! Here to wipe the floor with ya! Yeah!
So I kind of made my party like random rolls because I maxed the basic class freelancer. I've been fighting. I haven't turned off the combat. I've just put it on like time 0 and I've just been fighting, running around places to get JP passively, and it's worked pretty well. Yeah, it has worked pretty well. What are we doing? Physical defense down? Physical defense down. Magic defense down. As much damage as possible. Yeah, I haven't used my normal classes because I think it would be more fun to level those as I'm going through the next stage of the game. But yeah, that's kind of what I've done. Okay, Thief Knife. This guy's name is Mr. Tracksuit. Right, Mr. Tracksuit. I remember him. What is yours? That's right, you got Red Mage on. And you can attack. And you still have summoning despite the fact that I have no time magic. Apparently I have time magic equipped. I haven't bought a single spell. I should probably fix that or something. That's doing some damage. That's kind of a problem. Yep. That's kind of a problem. I didn't mean to hit that button, whatever that button was. Yeah, I don't know what that button was, but that was a problem. Let's see. I need to bring our boy back.
You scrawny little things beat
Actually, you kind of beat yourself. You blew yourself up. I hate to say it, but you really did. That's what was killing me. Alright, let's finish this fight. No, let's not do that. That's not what I want to do. I should finish that. And your summons will be very effective here. Go! Oh! Okay, well, that was all that was needed. All right, we got the Time Mage Asterix. I'm sorry, the Monk Asterix. I don't know what I'm thinking. Outfits are... Okay, Magnolia has the best outfit. Magnolia has a cool outfit. The other outfits are kind of just meh.
I lost? Impossible! Best 2 out of 3, huh?
Forget about it.
Oh, come on! Why you gotta be so cruel, Lydia?
Yes, yes, yes. Very cruel, very cold, and very commonplace. That she is. Yes, yes.
Fine then. We're out of here. Come on, Betty.
Whatever your name
How
is.
many times do I have to tell you? It's sweaty. Sweaty tracksuit.
See you around, Lydia.
Sorry, was that? Oh, my.
Hey, how you doing?
You're the one in favor of separate education for boys and girls, aren't you? Oh, I've heard all about your stance from Superintendent Lee here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Your ideals have thoroughly impressed me. Oh, yes, so splendid, splendid ideals. I'm quite committed to establishing Florum's new school with the genders divided, as nature intended. I can't thank you enough, ma'am. And, what of Mr. Tracksuit? Will he be joining the faculty as well? Ah, I see. Oh, yes, I do. It's only natural. Yes, it is. All that time fighting with each other, passions high as you fought for your ideals. Love blooms on the battlefield. Oh, what a joy. Don't let the good ones get away, my girl. Go running to his side right now. Go, go, go! Yes, ma'am!
Do you think I chose...
The right side? I'd say so. I mean, look at all the happy faces around us.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd say you have a future in education, Idia. Perhaps I should come work at this new school of yours.
Don't you start teasing me too. My tenure as interim superintendent ends today. Besides, what would you even teach?
Where to begin? Physics, ballistics, aerodynamics. All the subjects necessary for taking to the air and descending with force on an unsuspecting foe.
I'm not surprised.
Whoa, that's some pretty heavy stuff.
And you expected any less of me?
I expected something... different.
I have a message here for Miss Anheria Venus.
A message? From whom? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just hear it.
Yes, 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 she says it doesn't matter. So let's hear it, Prima, out loud, if you would.
Yes, ma'am. Allow me. Dear Anheria, I hope this letter finds you well. I must say your request has moved me. I would be delighted to have you as a student. I will instruct you in the womanly arts of flower arranging, tea ceremony, cooking, and of course how to manage a household of your own.
Huh?
That's quite enough. Consider the message delivered. No need to read any further.
Worry not. I promise that with time, we will make you into the kind of woman that any man would be proud to marry. Yours truly, the matriarch of Florum.
Wait, when you said you were here for your training...
Yes, yes, indeed. It takes true training to be the perfect bride. You mustn't neglect your feminine side. Oh, don't you worry about a thing, dear. I believe in you. Yes, yes, yes. Even you can find a husband someday.
Anheria, wait!
Maybe you should let her go.
After all, an honorable warrior knows when to show mercy to the defeated.
Alright, let's look at this job class. What do we got? The Monk. Here we are. Oh, let's look at it from Magnolia's point of view. I really, really like her outfit, especially with her eyes. A Knucklelore. Raise luck proficiency S. In addition, when no weapons are equipped, a bonus equal to 2 times the level will be added to your physical attack. So basically, it raises your knuckle to S, but if you don't have any weapons, including knuckles, I assume, then your attack goes up based on your level. So if you're max level, then it's probably better to have no weapons at all. It's kind of similar to Final Fantasy 1's monk, where it's good to have weapons early on, but then once you change classes with the monk, it's better just to go unarmed for the rest of the game. I think that's true. I think that's what that's saying. Strong Strike. Powerful physical attack with a 50% chance of missing your target. I use this a little in the Bravely Default, but probably not here. Paralyzed meaning exactly what it says. In alchemy, it's basically a self-Asuna, which doesn't help if you're really confused, though. Invigorate, raise your attack power by 25%. However, there's a chance of failure. Yeah, this one's kind of... I use this a little bit, but the randomization, it's probably better just to buff yourself. Knucklelore, very nice at level 5. That's good. Hidden Dragon, powerful physical attack that comes at the end of the turn. Not bad if you just want a lot of damage. Qigong Wave. Wave of tilts late. 2 damage is not mitigated by default status. It's really good. I've used that before. Crush Boy, deal a powerful physical attack that ignores your target's physical defense. Also very good. That's like Godspeed Strike. Phoenix Flight, reduce HP to 1 and convert the amount of HP we sacrifice into amount applied to a single enemy. Damage is capped at quad 9, so not using Bravely second. I can only imagine something like Phoenix Flight is probably really good if you have a something like a minus strike ability. I think the Dark Knight class had that in the original Bravely Default. But you basically Phoenix Flight, and then you use that minus strike, and you can probably do a lot of damage with that. Yeah, incredibly risky, but you could do a lot of damage with that. Natural Talent, raise physical attack by 100% when nothing is equipped in the right hand, left hand, hand, body, and act. Jeez. Well, Phoenix Flight doesn't care about your weapon, strength, or anything. So if you want to combo Phoenix Flight, it probably isn't going to work with Natural Talent. But, I mean, this is just a raw 100% stat boost. And 100% is a lot. You put 100% with someone like Knucklelore. I mean, this is a bonus equal to 2 times your level. So if you're level 99, it's 198 added to your physical attack. And then you multiply that by 100% plus whatever your other attack is. I mean, if I just look at what our physical attack is now. Margurger, where is it? It's probably not on this page. So Tiz's physical attack is 240. So 240 plus 198 is almost a ×2, and then you ×2 that again. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Alright, next job, shall we? Having done this at lightning speed, I'm pretty sure the co-education quest was in the same area, wasn't it? Now, it's a different dungeon, but this screen here was the same. Pretty sure.
2 wishes, 1 me. Tell me what to do, such is my plea.
Such is his plea! Praline's arrangement is probably what her fans, pretty much everyone in the world, want to hear. Who are we to oppose that? And yet, we know what Archipelago wanted, and Praline isn't it. Not even close. So do we refuse her and honor the bard's wishes? What's the right answer? What advice should I give Raka?
I also noticed that Idea seems to be like the leader of the crew, which is perfectly fine for me. The mockery music must be stopped. Correct, because we need to fight Praline.
Listen, Raka. You can't let Praline just have her way with your grandfather's song like that. I know she's a super famous star right now with a legion of fans who would love to hear a new song from her, let alone a remix of a long-lost song by the great Archipelago.
It would be quite the event. Why, it could become the hit of the century.
But your grandfather wasn't trying to write a hit.
You speak of the dedication on the sheet music, but those were just idle musings.
It doesn't matter. That was what your grandfather intended for this song. Those were Arcapella's last wishes. Your grandfather meant for that song to belong to those who loved the sea. Those who understood a man's heart. It wasn't written for some fly-by-night diva to net herself a worldwide hit and a new legion of fans. And definitely not for her to remake it into some obnoxious pop song designed to drive men wild. That's... no way.
Is this? It sounds like my grandfather's song, but somehow lighter and cheaper.
Where's my manager? I won't suffer these insults!
Praline, what are you doing here?
And it's not just me, you meanies! When you insult me, you're insulting every one of my fans and believers too! And you, Mr. Peller, ignoring my request that you could go gallivanting across the realm? And after I went to all the trouble of breathing divine new life into your grandpa's moldy oldie!
New life? You never spared a single thought for the original composer's feelings. You never show a shred of respect for anyone but yourself. You're a walking disaster!
Aww.
Why are you always so mean? I can't believe you call me that!
And divine? All you did was rip off another artist. You're no better than a thief.
Thief? Rip off? Ooh, the nerve! It's an homage! An homage! Imitation is Praleen's sincerest form of admiration, you know? And I can prove it! I went and asked for permission to use the song now, didn't I?
You've got an answer for everything, huh? Your excuses are impressive, which is more than I can say about your singing and dancing skills.
That's it! I've just about had enough to hear with you! You want to hear the truth? I hate these stodgy old songs. No one but a geezer would be caught dead singing the original. And I know all my fans would agree. Everyone around the world would hate it. What's the point in preserving some musty old song that everyone's going to hate anyway? There's no reason why I shouldn't be allowed to rearrange it into a girly, grooving sensation of style. Get with the times, idiot! You know what's hot? I'm what's hot! Too hot for you to handle.
Hot, hot, hot.
My popularity and my strength are world class now, you know?
I like the
Fight
star.
me and you'll get burned.
She may have read that before. I just, for some reason, it stuck out to me there. Yes, fight. Let me take there. You want to fight? I'll send you flying.
Wow, really? You think you can defeat me again?
Absolutely.
Idiot! You're even dumber than you look!
Even with my weird party setup.
Okay, places everyone! This is no rehearsal! We're going to make this idiot change her tune.
Considering how late in the game I am, I probably should have a proper party setup.
All eyes on me, thank you! I'll give you the show of your life!
Like, I really probably should have a normal party setup now, because I can't just blaze through the game. The enemies are getting a little bit tougher. Okay, let's go ahead and reduce her. And then we will fire off a Tyrant Lore, since I've been fighting as I've been working my way through the game. As for you, target Praline multiple times, just make sure you get her item. And you can just target Praline as well. No. How about use a attack all, and then target Praline. As for you, you can meet the Fire Blast just to make sure. Go! Hi-ya-ya-ya-ya. Or Hulk Smash, one of them. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Although I don't think it hit Praline at all. It did wipe out like everyone else. So that was a big hit. That was 6,000. Okay, that summoning ability didn't do diddly squat. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's such a cool move. I won't let up. Wow, the damage. Didn't kill him, unfortunately, but did a lot. Absolutely did a lot. Can I just nah, I don't want to repeat that. Let's go ahead and nerf her again. And then we'll continue double damage. Why don't you undo MP of Magnolia? Why not I get a window there? Oh, because it's probably been too long. Okay, it's probably been too long. I only have 25% soul power. So why don't I just use one of those? And we will use Thief Knife on the rest. You can just attack. You're doing good damage. You can use Go to Blue with the rain. I didn't need to do all that. She went down very easy. I did not need to do all that. I mean, the knight had all that defense, I guess, so I kind of got weirded out, maybe. Job asterisks of the performer. Look at the duds. I like use outfit there. Almost looks like a pilot. And of course, the performer has the best buffing abilities in the game by far.
Oh! If this is it for me, then I'll just have to. Now's your chance! Come see Praline a la mode live in concert at Florum Square Garden! And hurry! Tickets are selling fast!
Florum Square Garden.
And that's enough.
Instead of Madison Square Garden. That's great. I love that.
I wasn't finished with my pitch yet! I'm gonna call my manager!
What a piercing voice she has! Is that the secret to charming the world as a singer these days?
She's mostly just charming the male half of the world. And something tells me it isn't with her voice.
In any event, I must thank you for helping me resolve my dilemma. Might I ask you to pass along the good news to Captain Barbarossa?
I think it's about time you started taking care of things for yourself.
Yes, of course, but I don't even know where to find him.
I do want to go visit him.
Somehow, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Oh, hello.
A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho, the life for me. Ha! So this is where you've been hiding out. I was looking all over for you lot.
As boisterous as ever, isn't he?
You've got to be loud if your voice is going to rise above the waves, boy!
Did you run into Praline on your way here?
Oh, that one! Ha! She ran right by me, crying and shrieking about some nonsense or t'other.
Rocky here decided against letting her rearrange his grandfather's last song.
My grandfather wished for that song to be passed on to someone who understands the sea, as well as what lies within a man's heart. I am proud to be able to entrust it to a true man of the sea, like yourself, Captain Barbarossa.
Well, blow me down! Huh? This is sweeter than any booty I've plundered. We'll sing her right when we pull in a large hall, when the winds are kind, when the storms blow in, and the gulls are only accompaniment. Aye, aye. A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho, the life for me.
How can anyone be so loud?
C'est horrible! My head is about to split in two!
I will not lose to you!
Okay, we don't need to go visit him after all because we were able to see him here, so that was very, very good. I was afraid they wouldn't let us see him. Alright, so singer, performer. So he's wearing shades, he's got the shades on his head. I like those differences. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. We have power up. For 5 turns, your physical attack, magic attack, physical defense, and magic defense will each rise 5% at the end of each turn. That's really nice. Yeah. I love power. It's all targets attack by 20%. I thought it was 25 in the original because it capped out pretty quickly. One more for you. Raise target's BP by 1. It's cost MP now. Nice. I'm pretty sure this used to cost BP, right? Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Could have swore it cost BP. But still, I like seeing the MP here. That's a really nice ability. Got your back. Raise all targets' physical defense. Encore, I have a 25% chance of following up any single ability used with another single ability chosen at random. It's weird. One more for you, and 0-sum will neither trigger or be triggered by this effect. It's weird. I guess that's okay, but again, I hate the low percentages. Magic defense up, magic attack up. The skill base ability. Reduce BP to 0 for all targets that have 1 or more BP. Nice for clearing out bosses who are stacking that. Raise all allies BP by 1, my hero. So this is the one that does cost BP. Still good though. Still good. Hearts on Fire, raise all allies attack and magic attack by 25% each. That is... This is amazing. Because I used to have to put physical attack and magical attack like back and forth. This does both and it does 25%. Which is great because this only does 20%. So Hearts on Fire is really nice. The performer's gotten a buff here with this ability, I think. One more for you is still super powerful. And yeah, I really love this class. Unfortunately, I love the pirate class more, but this is a great class. Yeah, absolutely a great class. The last of the jobs to get until we bravely second our way into the next part of the story. Interestingly enough, on New Game Plus, chests do not respawn, and the adventurer down here actually does make a note of bravely second their courage to try again. That is really like one of the only 2 major differences I see between New Game Plus and New Game playthrough without doing time shenanigans. I hate to do it, Altinus, but it's time. It will forsake our pride, our honor, our very future-filled coffers. And for what? I will not live in a country where the rich grow fat while the children starve. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, buddy.
Why, even as I speak, our national debt has increased by another 3.141592%! Time! Yes, time is of the essence, my friends! We must make a choice, and quickly!
She is the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia? Surely she can help us. She can show us a way out of our predicament. Speak, girl. You have the floor.
Me? Okay. Right.
Are you sure about this? You need to cut taxes? You have to get the poor laws. You need to cut taxes. Sorry, Altinus. It must be done.
You have to reduce taxes, even if it means abolishing the poor laws.
Lydia, not you too! Has this man poisoned your mind?
No, I'm thinking clearly, Alternus. Your poor laws are wonderful. I truly believe that. and I understand why you want to protect them. But they have to be sustainable. Someone has to pay for them. If the country collapses, no one will be protected. What use will your poor laws be then?
You sorely disappoint me, Idia. You would so callously abandon those in need?
It's not like that.
Oh, but it is. If you are prepared to embrace this scoundrel and his inhumane policies, you leave me no choice.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I warn you, Idia. Is this your final decision?
The alternates are on the Dark Knight Asterisks. That's right, a support came. I had to take a shower after doing this. I feel so dirty saying that word out loud. Support this guy. Ugh. Though I do understand what they're doing. This is a complicated side quest.
Then the debate is over, Idia. My sword will speak for the orphans you would abandon. I am the Dark Knight, Alternus Dim. You would forsake the common people. You will taste my anger and my steel.
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I did switch my party back to the normal party because I kind of needed it. I haven't done any other changes though, so this is still the same party I've been rocking for a while. Let us go ahead and piracy. Let's take off your defense and let us just hit you. Adia, I don't want you to go full steam. Although I have been using magnifying glass on all the characters like I probably should. My bad. Definitely want to steal from him. I want you to do a physical boom dart to Tiz. And how about you use a magnifying glass on the other guys? 50,000. No weaknesses. Dark Charm is nothing, unfortunately. They are using minus strike, so I gotta be careful with these guys. I kinda need to wipe them out, like, all at once. The only problem is when he starts using minus strike, it's gonna kill someone. Because if he uses minus strike right now, someone's instantly dead, and there's no way to stop that. But what I can do is I can take care of his cronies. They're weak to lightning, so Deus Ex, Needle. And providing she doesn't die before she casts, both those guys should die. No minus strike, very good. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, that worked fine. I would like you to continue to steal. I would like you to continue to steal, and I would like you to restore the mana. Tiz? You can just chill for now. Wow, so the best thing he had was a Dark Charm? It's kind of lame. You need to put down a Mist. Yep, that's good. Alright, you can go ahead and tee off on him again. Only his attack is not going to help if he uses minus strike. So just go for the kill. Yeah, go for the kill at this point. Absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and dart a physical boon to him again. Make sure his attack is as high as possible. 150%, very nice. I need to put him back in Pirate Wall so I can get that quad hit, because that would help a lot. Let's undo the MP. And why don't you just hit him as hard as you can? Nice. Very nice. Good job, team.
The nation of my dreams. is no more.
I'm sorry, dude. I really am. And that is the last fight I have to fight until we re-loop. One more time. Well, maybe one more time. It's probably more like 5 more times knowing this game, but whatever. Dark Bane. So everyone kind of looks the same. The ladies look slightly different, but not too much.
Oh, curse you!
Wait, Alternus!
Wonderful! Your father would be proud of you. Now it's time to put this nation back on its feet. I am already working on a major public works project to repair the engines. Yes, Grand Ship will fly once more.
Don't be ridiculous. You're just as bad as Alternus. You're already talking about building projects? About making Grand Ship fly again? It's too early for that. Your first job is the economy. There's no need to go from one extreme to the other. The middle ground is nice. Try it. You'll need to learn to compromise, to work together, like adults.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Look at India go. Sometime later. I read
taxes on
that super
foodstuffs
fast.
were cut to almost nothing. I can't tell you how much easier things are now.
Yeah, since the tax reform, business has been booming all over Grand Ship.
Oh, I'm starving.
Dang it, who's taking care of the kids?
It's too bad about the poor laws, though. The orphans have had a rough time.
Well, if you have more money, take care of them, dang
And
it.
what about Alternus?
He hasn't been around much. Not since the engine room meeting. He's been running all over the place, trying to help the orphans.
I guess it's not easy to keep the coffers full and look after the poor at the same time.
Perhaps. And perhaps not?
Huh?
All right, everyone. Time for the Eat Your Fill buffet.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Eat your fill?
Yeah, with the tax cuts, the merchants are finally turning a profit again.
And they've been donating their extra profits to help feed the children. Aw, ain't that sweet?
Wow, that's really generous.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. But why were they hungry
Beg your
then?
Pardon? I heard there were some children here looking for work.
You bet there are. Right behind you.
Oh, don't you two look keen? If you apprentice with me, I'll pay for your schooling. What do you say?
Nice
You
guy.
got it, mister. We'll work hard and study hard, too.
With the nation's economy improving, people are taking up the slack to look after the kids. Grand Ship should be proud of itself.
I think so too. It was all thanks to you, Idia. Oh, I didn't really do anything. I just said what was on my mind.
Idia, my dear, the food won't last forever, you know. Aren't you going to dig in?
You don't have to ask twice.
I feel like that was a better ending. I mean, I hate to say that. And I don't know what happened to my voice there. I've been playing this game for... This is a giant marathon session, by the way. I have marathoned this, and yeah. But we did it! We did it! We got all the jobs. All that's left to do now is to reset everything. Again, I think Magnolia looks the best. I really do. I really think Magnolia looks the best. She always seems to have the best artwork. All right, let's look at our final job here. Even though we're still missing 3 jobs, right? Yeah, there's still 3 jobs left that we haven't unlocked. Okay, so we have adversity with 3 turns in physical attack, magic attack, physical defense, and magic defense, all rise by 10% each time you accumulate damage. At least 25% of your HP. Okay. Sacrifice some of your health to unleash a single dark base attack. I wonder if that was working on Alternus during our fight. Because he did seem to die pretty quick. I wonder if this was part of the reason why. Blind Immunity. Okay, that's just okay. There's adversity. Blaze of Glory, upon suffering a KO, hit all enemies for 4 times as much damage as a standard attack. I don't understand how this costs 1 though. Should this be like passive? Oh, it is passive. It costs 1 skill. I'm like I said, it's I've been doing this nonstop for a while now. So what you could do is Phoenix Flight, minus strike. Phoenix Flight minus strike. Have Blaze of Glory on. And then have an ability that auto-reses you. I don't know which ability does that, but I'm pretty sure there is one. I know there's one ability that gets everyone on your team up. Sacrifice 30% of your maximum HP to unleash a dark physical attack on all foes. Absorb magic trigger at start of turn. Nullify damage from magic attacks during that turn and restore MP. That's really nice. Dark Nebula. Sacrifice 20% of your maximum HP to unleash a dark physical attack on all allies and enemies. What? Why? Game, why? Absorb magic. Is this like Celeste's absorb magic from Final Fantasy VI? So you just put this on and you'll absorb anything even if it doesn't hit you? Because it just says don't fight damage from magic attacks during that turn. It doesn't say that by the amount of MP used to attack you. Okay, maybe it does. Life or death. Your physical attack, magic and physical defense, magic events each rise 50%, but you suffer the doom status. That's a really awesome ability. Because if you're like grinding or just doing normal battles, being able to clear out all the enemies in 1 turn is what you want to do. And this just gives you automatic 50%. That's great. Rage. Unleash Dark Bane against random targets up to 5 times or until your HP falls to 1. I'm a little worried about targets because it doesn't say enemies, it says targets. Okay, my dear friends. Well, my name is the FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this has been one heck of a marathon. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put this all in one video just so I can start playing the second part. But yeah, I love you all so very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.